Each year, Mojang releases a yearly update that makes Minecraft players all around the world excited and ready to play. This update, the 1.20, wouldn't be any different. We were all really excited to see what Mojang has for us. Yay. The Minecraft 1.20 update was probably one of the most controversial updates because everybody think that Mojang was really lazy on this update. And let me remind you, Mojang has a really good history of making really good updates. For example, on the 1.18 and 17, which were the releases of Caves and Cliffs Part 1 and 2. Or who can forget the 1.16, the first releases of the Nether update. It was a major update that completely overhauled the entire Nether. And so now you're telling me for the big number, for the 1.20, you give us archaeology. We can dig up old stuff. Really? So like I said, with all these exciting updates, you would think that the big number 1.20 would come out with something big, something spectacular. But no, the update does not even come near the previous ones. It's like Mojang just decided to take a little vacation and let this one slide. Don't get me wrong, the update is still pretty cool, and I love, for example, the cherry blossom biomes and the archaeology, but come on. How could they reform the whole Nether in 1.16, but in 1.20 they added pink wood and brushes? Now I know the update is a bit underwhelming, but it also might be because the Java team is party locked or something like that with the Bedrock developer team. Ever since Mojang decided to bring all devices to Bedrock and lock it with Java, so now the Java team can only release updates when the Bedrock team does, you know, features and updates are becoming really slower. So that's why I think one of the main problems why we also get really shitty updates. Also, one of the main problems is I think modders can do it way better. If you look at modders on CurseForge or any type of platforms that modders could upload their mods, you could see that they implement way more features and their mods are way more fun. And so if modders can do it better, you would ask how come Mojang is putting updates out really slowly with minimal features, but they have a 600 employee team. What is going on? Well, I think one of the main reasons is that Mojang has to make all these things from scratch. Now, that doesn't excuse their laziness, for God's sake, okay? They are lazy. This update was really lazy and poorly done. But I'm just trying to say that they have to make all these things from scratch and code it for different versions, devices, and all of that. So that I can also explain why their features and their updates can take a bit more time than the modders. Because modders just copy and paste a mob, reform it, redesign it, give him some new features, maybe add some code, and then throw them in there, and that's it. That's not to say that modding is easy. No, that shit is probably really hard. You know, I would never even want to look into that because it's probably way too hard for my brain to understand. But the amount of stuff they added in 1.20 is so little compared to all the previous updates that people on Twitter, and I mean everywhere else, but mostly on Twitter, started shitting on Mojang so much that I don't know what they're gonna do. If the next update is bad, Mojang is gonna start failing. Like, genuinely, because I don't know what the hell they're doing there. They have a 600 plus developer team and they're just not doing shit. Bamboo blocks? Really? What the fuck? Now, like I said, this is not to say that the 1.20 update is bad and shit, but it's not really the greatest. So yeah, what do you think? Did you like the 1.20 update? Do you think Mojang is getting lazy, or do you think they're just taking a different approach? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. And this is Panky. Goodbye.